Welcome to the 152nd edition of Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures. I'm Gary Hill, and I'm both your host and your reviewer. I'm a big proponent of Christmas horror, or as I like to call it, ho-ho horror, so each year around the holiday I try to focus on Christmas horror movies. Today's movie is sort of a transition into that time of year because it's not explicitly Christmas related, but it has obvious ties to the season. That's because I'm looking at a Blu-Ray release of The Gingerdead Man. Now, this is a movie from Full Moon, and I've made my love of Full Moon clear in previous reviews. The concept is that an executed killer is reborn as a murderous gingerbread man. Yes, it's silly, but that's part of the fun. Besides, that basic concept is essentially the same as Jack Frost, the horror film, when he became a snowman. It's also basically the same as the origin of Chucky in the Child's Play franchise. The killer is played by none other than Gary Busey, and you sort of know what you're going to get with him. That said, he seems a little restrained in this role, if you can believe that. In addition to playing the killer in person at the beginning of the film, he is also the voice of the Gingerdead Man. The movie gets pretty over the top at times, but then again, you sort of know that going in given the subject matter, right? While I think it's a little hard to feel afraid of a foot-tall gingerbread man, they do a good job of creating tension and a sense of dread by playing with the fact that he can be hidden very easily and sort of out of sight. They also do a good job with the special effects, making him look supernatural and menacing. I wouldn't say that this movie is a comedy, but the premise itself lends a certain comedic value, and they do lean into that at times. They don't sacrifice the blood and gore to achieve it, though. Overall, this is a fun movie. Sure, it's silly, but that's part of the fun of it. There are a few bonuses here. Of those, I would say that the blooper reel and making of featurette are probably the most interesting. I think of those two, the making of is the winner. It was well worth the time invested in watching it anyway. Then again, you get a movie for the film, not the bonuses. Those are just that, bonuses. I'll be doing more fully holiday-oriented reviews starting next week, but this seemed a nice way to transition into those. So, we'll see you next time when I delve even further into the ho-ho horror. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.